Good evening, everyone. My name is Takrisha Sandiford, and the location that I thought would fit best for this movie would be Sofia, Bulgaria. And according to the Country Center of Demographic Policy, Bulgaria happens to be one of the most shrinking populations in the world, and it's decreasing by 8 people per day. So I figured if we found a really rural area inside of the city or outside of the city, we won't be able to bother a lot of people with action scenes or anything that has to do with maybe a little bit of violence. If that were the case of the movie, we wouldn't have to worry about bothering anyone. The climate there is very mild. They don't have any dry seasons. They have very mild summers. The temperature doesn't usually go over between 76 and 79 degrees, so that's really good, great temperature, especially when you're doing a lot of action scenes. You don't have to worry about getting too overwhelmed with the heat. The government structure there is a parliamentary republic, so it's headed by a president, and the currency is called the lev. I hope I'm saying it right, and lev means lion, which is the country symbol. And it's divided into 100 stotinki. I hope I said that right as well. Sofia contributes with over 30% of the national GDP because of modernizations that they're working on. The industry sector is falling behind, but it's the biggest financial and consulting companies and IT companies are here. So if we just so happen to run into some technical difficulties, I think we would have lots of help that might be nearby. The real GDP growth has declined greatly at a high, or 6.6 in 2006, but it's since then gone down to 0.9%, last updated in 2012. Per capita GDP, Sofia has the lowest GDP per capita since 2013, being 45% of the European average. The inflation rate is at about negative 0.4%. I couldn't really find anything on the specific health distribution on the population, and I also didn't find any recent enemies that the country seems to have, but they did have some problems on some issues with the Soviet Union in the past. The labor force there, the Bulgarian IT labor market is among the fastest developing in Europe, and its sector has been on an increase of 17% since 2007, and it's among the fastest developing in Europe as well. Its infrastructure has lots of motorways. I guess that's a popular thing there. It also has a lot of railways and everything, with those being worked on as well. Some of those, the most popular motorways there is the Stroma motorway, the Hemis motorway, and the Cherno-Mor motorway, and they're also upgrading it. And the main exports is located in the southeast part of Balkans, Bulgaria, and the main export partners are Turkey, Germany, and Italy, while the main import partners are Russia, Germany, and Italy. So I hope this was able to help with your research that's needed here. Thank you.